How's it going, everyone? This is Abe's Card Collection, back with another Through the Mail Tuesday video. This week we have 9 returns stacked up over here. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week. Hope your mailboxes are full as well. Without further ado, we're going to start in good old Pittsburgh, PA. And we have a hard card. And we have Mr. Leroy Face on a 59 Topps. Buck Hill Aces. Bob Friend, Vern Law, Roy Face, and is it Steve Klein? But very nice signature, very nice bold and blue. Might have sent that off to Mr. Vern Law. And then a 58 Topps. Man, it pops. That color is fantastic. So a 58 and a 59 Topps. Mr. Roy Face played his entire career almost with the Pittsburgh Pirates. His last year or two was with the Tigers and Expos, but definitely remembered for his time in Pittsburgh. He was a 6-time All-Star, a World Series champion in 1960. I believe he was the first player to ever record 3 saves in the World Series. Of course, in that 1960 World Series against the New York Yankees. Had 193 saves in his career with a 3.48 ERA, 104 wins, 877 strikeouts. He was kind of one of the very first dominant relievers out of the bullpen. So back then, those guys would go 9 straight innings, 10, 12 needed. But Mr. Face would come in and save the game. So a lot of modern day closers have Mr. Face to thank, I think. But absolute gentleman, great TTMer. These cards came back and it looks like just 6 days. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Mr. Leroy Face. It's a great way to start it. Get the Yenzers happy up in Pittsburgh. Let's go over to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Middle of the country next. Another hard card in here. And we have Hall of Famer Steve Largent on his rookie card. Very nice. Corner got a little dinged. That's okay. We'll push that back. It'll look great in a slab. 77 Topps is his rookie. Beautiful blue ink from Mr. Steve Largent. Absolutely incredible story he had just making it to the NFL. And then when he got there, he probably had the cleanest, purest, whatever you want to say, hands out there. So he was a 7-time Pro Bowler, led the NFL in receiving yards twice, a part of the 1980s NFL All-Decade team, had 819 career receptions, over 13,000 yards, and 100 receiving touchdowns. Of course, made the Hall of Fame, I want to say in 1995. Absolutely incredible career. After that, went on to join the U.S. House of Representatives. So also, fantastic life he's lived. But not only a football player, but served our country in the House of Representatives. So this card came back in just, let's see, 8 days. Almost at 6, but 8 days. $10 fee per signature. Very cool that he is signing. Did not for a while there, and over the last year or so, I think has picked up a pen and has been a great signer for us TTMers. That is awesome. Hall of Fame rookie. Man, great way to start it. Let's go to Charlotte, North Carolina next. Got a nice old thanks on the back. Probably sent a fee with this one as well. But we'll see. We have a hard card. We have it stuck. Oh boy. Envelope got a little chewed up. We have Roman Gabriel. Very cool. 69 Topps. That absolutely pops. Man. Very cool. Personalized. And then a non-personalized 78 Topps. Nice blue ink there. Roman Gabriel. Fantastic quarterback. Went to NC State. He was drafted with the 2nd overall pick in the NFL draft in 1962 and the 1st overall pick in the AFL draft in 1962. Pretty incredible. Played for those Los Angeles Rams from 1962 to 1972 and then the Eagles from 73 to 77. was the NFL Most Valuable Player in 1969. Very fitting for that 69 Topps card. Was actually Comeback Player of the Year in 1973. A 4-time Pro Bowler. Led the NFL in passing touchdowns twice in 1969 and 1973. Also led the NFL in passing yards in 1973. Very cool. Also for his time at NC State, he was a 2-time All-American, also the 2-time ACC Player of the Year, which culminated in him being elected into the College Football Hall of Fame. Checking out my spreadsheet here, I may have actually sent a fee, as mentioned earlier. Let's see here. I sent $5 per. These cards came back in 18 days. Not sure if he, I don't know if you send more than $5, maybe he doesn't personalize. Wasn't totally sure on his signing fee, but I'll take it. Pretty cool cards. So again, thank you, Mr. Roman Gabriel. Put that one right there. And let's go to, I think our next 3 are actually from Louisiana. So we'll start at Shreveport. Then we'll go to Baton Rouge. And I think back to Shreveport. So I guess I sent these all out around the same time. Awesome, Robert Parish. I sent to him about a year ago and did not get a response. And then a year had passed, so I sent another one out. And then I realized, oh, maybe he doesn't sign during that time period. But it came back. Robert Parish, Hall of Famer. Great TTMer too. I wasn't able to get him before. So I'm really pumped for this one. Had over 23,000 points in his career, over 14,000 rebounds, and over 2,300 blocks. Fantastic. He won 4 NBA championships, was selected to 9 NBA All-Star teams. Absolutely incredible career with those Golden State Warriors, Boston Celtics, and then some time with the Hornets and the Bulls. So very, very cool. Thank you, Mr. Robert Parish. Very dark card, but he has some silver ink up there. Turned out fantastic. This card came back and it looks like just, ooh, I don't have it. Let's see. We gotta go to the spreadsheet for this one. Apologize for not setting that up better. But 41 days on this 1979 Topps card. So pretty cool. 2 Hall of Famers. Steve Largent, Robert Parish. That looks cool. That's going to look great in a Beckett slab with the silver ink and the silver, I guess, flip you would call it. So, very, very nice. We're going to have to create some room. I feel like we got some more, I don't know if I'd call it banger. I don't know. Some more great cards in there. But we got Baton Rouge, Louisiana next. I promise I won't pull a Brian Kelly and start talking with an accent. We have Ron Guidry on his rookie card. Very nice. I think that's a 76 or 77 Topps. So 76 Topps. Ron Guidry. Very cool. Phenomenal pitcher for the New York Yankees and then pitching coach for them. Spent his entire career with them from 1975 to 1988, and then of course went on to be their coach. Won 170 games with a 3.29 ERA and over 1,700 strikeouts. He won 2 World Series with them back-to-back years in 77 and 78. Was a 4-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove Award winner, and also was the AL Cy Young Award winner in 1978. Very, very cool. Now, I believe Mr. Guidry is free for 1 signature and then $5 after that. But I've also seen where people have sent out to him with a fee and then only gotten 1 back in return. So I think it's safe to say 1 per is the best way to send to him. But this card came back and it looks like, if I do a little bit of input here, 19 days for that 1976 Topps signed rookie card. Not sure if any of the other guys signed, but I think I'm going to leave it as is. Don't really feel like I need to add to that. Ron Guidry's good enough himself. Heard a good story where he was actually about to get traded to the Orioles, I think back in 76. And I think the Orioles didn't go through with it or something like that, if I'm remembering correctly. And the next year he went off and just dominated for the Yankees. And then the year after that he won the Cy Young. So pretty cool. Ron Guidry. Next we have, stuck together, but we have Shreveport, Louisiana again. I think I only had 3 outstanding requests, Louisiana. I think we had one last week or the week before where it was who was it, Archie Manning? How about Bert Jones? Speaking of Archie Manning, another great quarterback for those mid-70s. Get this one out here, 77 tops and a 75 tops. So very nice. Very cool. Mr. Bert Jones. So we got a 2 of 2 here. Messing around over here. Sorry, I've got too much stuff on my desk. But played for the Baltimore Colts from 1973 to 1981, and then one last season with the Rams out in LA. Was the 2nd overall pick in the 1973 draft out of LSU, where he was a first-team all SEC and consensus All-American. Was the NFL Most Valuable Player in 1976. Also made the Pro Bowl that year. Of course, that's going to happen. Of course, that all culminated because he led the NFL in passing yards that year. For his time at LSU, he made the College Football Hall of Fame. And these 2 cards came back in just 15 days. Thank you, Mr. Bert Jones, for your autograph. Nice thin blue ink. Pretty cool. Kind of like how here he didn't have any real space down here, I guess, so he just signed over his face. Like when they get creative like that. So thank you, Mr. Bert Jones. Let's put you down here next to Mr. Robin Gabriel. And we've got, let's see, 3 returns left. This one is thin. North Houston, Texas. Very thin. Might only be 1 card in here for North Houston, Texas. Always hard for me to get these ones open. There we go. We have Jose Cruz Jr. That's a bit of a surprise. We got 2 of 2. 2 rookies. One with the Mariners, one with the Blue Jays. Got a score here. It's like a 97 or a 98 score. 97. And then we have this Leaf. I don't even know what year this one is. 97 as well. Pretty cool. Jose Cruz Jr. Remember watching him fondly. He was a phenomenal athlete. Culminated in a .247 batting average with 204 home runs, 624 runs batted in. Played, as you see here, with the Mariners, then the Blue Jays. Made his way over to the Giants for 1 year where he won a Gold Glove in 2003. Then spent some time with the Rays, the Diamondbacks, Red Sox, Dodgers, Padres, and Astros. Kind of bounced around at the end there. Was a coach, though, for the Detroit Tigers last year, assistant hitting coach. And that led to him now being the manager at Rice University. So very, very cool. Thank you, Mr. Jose Cruz Jr. I did send these to Rice University. I don't really know if he signed too much before this season, but I think I took a shot. I have seen a couple other successes, so I was hoping these would come back. I have a couple more rookie cards, so if he's still coaching at Rice next year, I might send those out as well. But these cards came back in just 27 days. Thank you, Mr. Jose Cruz Jr. Pretty cool return. Turned out very nice. Again, just a phenomenal athlete. 2 returns left. We have North Texas, Dallas, Texas, and then parts unknown after that. So your guess is as good as mine as who that could be. Been getting a lot of parts unknown recently. Ooh, this is a nice one. Leroy Jordan on his 67 Philadelphia rookie card. Very cool. So I know I had one in my collection. I don't remember if it was this one or another one, but I picked up a nicer version and I sent the less nice version off. This one has a little bit of a crinkle up here, but Leroy Jordan. Always kind of don't want to send those rookie cards out unless I feel like I'm going to get them back, but this guy, he's not Mr. Cowboy. Bob Lilly is, but he had a phenomenal career for those Cowboys from 63 to 76 after being drafted out of Alabama in the 1st round. Won the Super Bowl with them, was a 5-time Pro Bowler, played over 186 games with them. Of course, is in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. Has a real strong shot, I think, for making the Hall of Fame at some point. Somewhere down the line. I mean, he definitely has a case. But I did send a donation with this. I don't know if he requires one. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's 5. don't think it's 10. I think there is a chance you can get him for free, though. I know that's all over the place and not as helpful as it should be. What I do know is this card came back in 12 days. It's his rookie card, and I sent $5 along with it, and I got it back with some really nice blue ink. And I do apologize, but Mr. Gabriel, I got to replace you with Mr. Leroy Jordan. That's very cool. Got a lot of football this week. I don't send out too much in basketball. I don't really ever send out basketball. So, pretty cool little change of pace from baseball. Parts unknown. That's where we're going to end it. Big old blank, nothing. So, there is a hard card, though. So, I have hope that it's going to be good. Alright, Ed Watt. Man, he was, from what I remember, he was a good pitcher. Let's see if it has it here on his. We have a 71 tops here. And then there's a 75 tops. Spent most of his career with the Orioles, as you'll see here. And then that last season, I believe, was with the Phillies. But his ERA, look at that. 2.81 over his career. I know he was a reliever. Pitched a lot of games, though. A lot of innings pitched. Look at these stats. 146 innings pitched, 104 innings pitched, all as a reliever, I believe. So, very, very cool. Of course, won a World Series with those Orioles. Very nice return from Mr. Ed Watt. I am going to have to check out my spreadsheet on this one. I've never sent to him before, but parts unknown. I had no idea who it was going to be. Sometimes I can kind of guess, throw the date in my spreadsheet a little earlier. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I do know these cards came back in 12 days. Pretty cool how the signature matches essentially his facsimile down here. So not much has changed with his signature over the last, 50 years now. So a little different for this one. We got an Eddie Watt down here. Ed Watt up there. So, but that 75 tops is spot on. So, thank you, Mr. Ed Watt. Had a fantastic career for most of the Orioles. Short time with the Phillies. But when I saw his ERA, I was like, this guy is definitely should be talked about a little bit more. And I'm happy to add him to my collection. Good way to end it. Vintage. Vintage baseball. Vintage football. And then 90s. Not the junk wax, though, for Jose Cruz Jr. Got 2 Hall of Famers. So, a couple guys probably could be Hall of Famers in Elroy Face and Leroy Jordan. But thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this week. I always enjoy opening these up, if you could not tell. But I do appreciate everyone's watching. I do appreciate the comments. And I really appreciate all those that put out videos and share their knowledge as well. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Bye for now.